All right. So welcome everyone. Yeah, so this is a first for me. This is the first time that I'm doing these sort of simultaneous streams. So hopefully this goes well. So like I said, I'm live on Instagram. I'm also streaming this on Zoom and also on Facebook into our Facebook group because we have a group on Facebook. So this is where I'm streaming this as well. All right, so welcome everyone again. So I wanted to take today, an hour today to talk a little bit more about the questions that we're getting for my Intro to Travel Journalism program. I just came from a conference in Kansas City where a lot of people were asking me a lot of questions about it as well. So I thought I'll take a moment and share those questions and share my answers with you as well. And Alina is saying hello. Hi, Alina. I see some friends from the NFT world are joining as well. That's wonderful. Hi, Koskund. Great to see you. All right, wonderful. So let me actually go and get my questions out. And Chris, thank you so much for joining us too on Zoom. It's wonderful to see you. And I know that you've sent me a question just before we started, so I'll address your question shortly too. But if anyone has any questions, whether you're watching this on Instagram or whether you're watching this on Zoom or on Facebook, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be monitoring all these three things and getting to your questions as well. So again, I want this to be a conversation if you're curious about joining our program, but if you have some burning questions that you want answered, please feel free to drop them in any of these channels, and I'll do my best on addressing them. Okay, so first of all, what are we talking about here? So Intro to Travel Journalism is my program that teaches the foundations of travel journalism, teaches the industry, helps you get the footing in this industry, basically. And it's for the first time ever, this is a 6-month program. Before it used to be sort of, it didn't have a structure around this of 6 months, but now it does. And for the first time ever, this program is going to be including access to our membership, the circle, where we have a lot of things going on already. And a lot of people had questions about that. How does that work, etc. So I'm going to definitely cover that. And Chris, I see your message in the chat. Yay, thanks. Awesome. I'll get to your question here shortly. But so that's the program. So it's a 6-month program. It includes video lessons that I recorded that take you through the beginning to an end. And from that beginning to an end, you will learn about travel journalism. You will learn about how to work with tourism boards, how to work with magazines, how to pitch publications, different kinds of publications that exist out there. You will learn about rates and the finance side of the equation. Basically, everything that I know about this industry, you will know as well. I put this together in this video lesson format. I did it in this way so that you are not tied to my schedule, because my schedule is kind of crazy. And you might have other things going on, so that's why it's video lessons. You can you can go through them on your own time or in your own space. But on top of that, right, so on top of that knowledge that you're getting inside these video lessons, you will be entered into an existing schedule and an existing structure that we have in our membership, the circle. And in our membership, we have one weekly call, 30 minutes every Monday. We have monthly brainstorming calls where we brainstorm pitches. So if you have ideas, if you think about, okay, where should I take this idea? What's the right publication for this? what should be the right angle for this, you bring that to that monthly call. We have another monthly call, which is sort of a workshop on the industry that I give. We have a WhatsApp group, we have an online space. So that's all exists already. This is my membership called The Circle. And for the first time ever, whoever is joining the Intro to Travel Journalism program is being entered into that support system for 6 months. And I did it this way because I really see actually that the students of mine who get the best results are the ones who stay with us in the membership and who get that level of support, because it's important. And when we support people, they get really empowered to pitch the New York Times or to pitch Condé Nast Traveler, even though they've never published any of their work. So I wanted that level of support for everyone who is joining our program. And so that's why right now, this is the structure that we're going to be doing. So that in a nutshell is Intro to Travel Journalism. Again, it's a 6-month program. You get video lessons from me on the travel media industry, and you get this support and the structure that I'm talking about that's already exists inside the circle. And I see some more people are joining us on Instagram. Hi, Kat. So good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. Kat is in our membership. So that's really awesome. Okay, cool. So let's cover some questions. First of all, people are asking me, is this program right for me if I've never been published before? So a lot of people have this question. They're concerned that they don't have a portfolio of work that they can show, and they're not sure if this program is right for them. And to that, I have to say that if that's your concern, then you absolutely have to join our program, because this is exactly what we do, right? I built this program for you. If you don't have a portfolio, if you want to start in the industry, the only requirement that you need to have, in my opinion, is you need to have stories and you need to have ideas. You want to have this desire to tell stories. You want to have this desire to share your ideas with the world. If you have that, you qualify for the program. Don't worry about the rest. We'll take care of the rest, right? We're gonna again share with you all the knowledge and have the support that you need. But that's the only sort of prerequisite, that if you have stories that you want to tell, if you have ideas, you belong here. And also, if you're not a beginner, right? If you've already been in the industry for some time, but you feel like your pitching has sort of dropped because it's kind of hard to keep the pitching game up, especially if you don't have that support that I'm talking about inside our membership. If you've been in the industry, if you know how the industry works, but your pitching has sort of dropped and you want to reinvigorate that whole effort, you want to build your portfolio further, you want to work with more magazines, then you absolutely belong here as well, because that structure that I just talked about, it's going to be really, really impactful for you, okay? The other question that's sort of similar to that, and that's, Chris, I believe that was your question. If I'm a photographer and not a writer, does this program make sense for me? And the answer to that is yes, because even though you're a photographer and not a writer, you still need to pitch your ideas. You still need to communicate your ideas across, right? One of the biggest mistakes that I see people do is they just send their portfolio to editors, or they send let's say images they've taken on a trip, and they think that the work will speak for itself. Well, it doesn't quite work like that in the publishing world. You need to send ideas, right? You need to send a story, and it doesn't matter if it's a photography story or if it's a story you're going to write. It needs to be a story. It needs to be a pitch, a well thought out pitch. And we get into the structure of that in our program, but we have to communicate it in an email to an editor, right? And so in the program, we go through that whole process. Like, how do you find editors to pitch? Where in the magazine is it appropriate? What do you actually include in the pitch? That whole process. And it doesn't matter if you're a photographer or a writer, you have to communicate that idea across. And in fact, we have quite a few photographers in our community, Vanessa, Shelley, they have been pitching their work, their photographic work, and they've been getting published with that work. Now, when you say you're not a writer, there is a caveat here that you will need to write something, right? Even if it's a photographic essay, you will still need to write, let's say, captions or short paragraphs to go along with it. But the more important point is that you will still need to develop a pitch and send that pitch to an editor. And that pitch comes, you have to write that pitch. And that's where we come in, actually, right? With our support, with our structure, that's where we come in. That's where we guide you. That's where we'll help you develop different angles, maybe stronger angles that fit with specific publications. That's where we give you some ideas on where this idea might have a better fit. So we have lots of photographers in the community, so you are definitely welcome, and you will definitely get good feedback from us and good support from us as a photographer in this program as well. All right, I see again on Instagram, a lot of people are joining. Hi, James, good to see you. Vishnu, just seeing some familiar names here. Welcome, everyone. Again, I'm doing a live Q&A on my upcoming Intro to Travel Journalism program. Very good to see everyone. If you have questions, if you're watching this on Instagram, if you have questions, just drop them in the comments. I will check them out and I will ask your question as well. All right, another question. Hi, James, good to see you. Another question that I get, I've been getting a lot is, when does this program start and when do the regular calls that I've been talking about start? So the program starts as soon as you join. And again, it's because as soon as you join, you will get access to the video lessons. So you can start them whenever. If you join today, you can start them tonight or tomorrow morning. When do the regular calls that we have start? These calls, like I mentioned, they already exist, right? I had a call yesterday on a train from Kansas City to Chicago with our membership community. Our next call is Thursday. This is where our pitch brainstorming call is. So when you join this program, you have 6 months inside this program. And so you enter the existing structure that we have in the membership. So you get access to the video lessons right away. You can go through them on your own time. And then the membership calls, the next available call, you can join, right? So there's that flexibility for you. And somebody also is asking, what if I can't make it to all the calls? Well, that's fine as well, because we understand that life is busy for many of us. Hi, Charlotte. Good to see you as well. Charlotte is also in our membership. It's so wonderful to see you here. So we understand that life happens, right? So if you can't make every single call, that's totally fine. You still have our membership space where you can post your questions. You still have our WhatsApp group, by the way, where we communicate all the time. And the next time you're able to join the call, we're here. We're here for you and we're supporting you. So don't worry that every single call, if you're not able to make every single call, the important part is that you know that we are supporting you and you're just a WhatsApp message away or one post away from, from your question, like getting your question answered is just one WhatsApp message away, basically. That's the important part, okay? The other question I've been getting is that I'm a little bit worried about committing to a 6-month-long program. What if something happens and I sort of drop off and I stop participating? I'm afraid to committing to a 6-month payment plan as well. So 6 months, it seems like a long time, but actually it's not. It's not, you guys. And in that 6 months, the goal for me is that you don't only start pitching your own ideas to publications. The goal for me is that mindset kind of changes, and your whole approach to how you see yourself, how you value yourself in the world, what you see as potential for yourself in the world, in this creative field. That whole all of that changes. This is my secret goal for this, right? So I'm teaching you travel media and travel journalism. I'm teaching you how to pitch, but actually what I'm after is a transformation. And this is something that, and the reason why I say that is because I see that transformation in our students and in our members, in our community, how they're becoming bolder with their pitches, how they're asking for more rates, for example, how they're giving themselves more permission to go after the things that they've always wanted to go after, how they're guarding their time and creating boundaries around their time. All of that is important work, and that work is not going to happen in 2 weeks, right? Or in a short period of time. And that is why the program is 6 months long. And actually, I believe, even like if I had my way, I would make it into a year-long program, to be honest, because I think the biggest transformations and the biggest impact happens when we dedicate a decent amount of time to something. But 6 months is sort of that minimum amount of time that I thought would be good for someone to stay on this path, to give a chance for this effort that you're putting into this, to give it a chance to get results. One of the things that I often see in people is that they just don't give their efforts enough chance. They try something once, they try something twice, they don't see immediate results, right? We all want those immediate results. We all want overnight success, overnight transformation. A lot of things in life don't happen that way. You need time. You need time to build relationships. You need time to understand your voice better and what you want, like what kind of stories you want to tell better. You need time to understand which magazines you want to work with. And again, that's where we come in also. We sort of guide you along that way. But time is really important, you guys. And that's why it's a 6-month program. So if you're worried about committing to a 6-month program, I would just encourage you to think about what's important to you, right? And think about if you're worried about committing to these next 6 months, fast forward to those 6 months and think about how will your life change, or how will your life be different in those 6 months if you take our program today and join us and join this community, or if you don't. What will be different? What will be the same? And I also want you to start thinking in terms of placing importance on your own creative aspirations and on your own dreams and on your own creative pursuits, let's say. Is it important to you? How important it is to you to see your name out there and to work with different publications and to be sent on assignment somewhere and to work with the tourism board, let's say, or to make your life more, to make travel a much bigger part of your life. How important are these things to you? If they are important to you, then committing to this effort for the next 6 months should be an easy decision, because you understand how important this is, okay? I already touched upon this other question that I had, which is how much time will this program require? So again, this program is flexible. So there's kind of 2 big components in it. The first component is the video lessons, where I teach the foundations of travel journalism, the foundations of the industry, how to pitch, how to look at publications, and all of that. That is a video lessons that already exist, that I've already recorded, right? So you get access to them, you take them on your own time. Anytime you want, you can access them and go through them. I recommend 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours a week to dedicate to going through those lessons. And in about 6 weeks, you should be able to be done with the video lesson of the program. And again, depends on your own pace, but roughly in about 6 to 8 weeks, you should be done. And then I recommend that the rest of the time in the program, you dedicate to getting really involved with our membership community, getting your pitches out, sending your pitches to me so I review them, so I feedback on them, and then getting them in front of editors, because ultimately we want you to publish your stories, right? That's why we're here. So I recommend that you spend the first 6 to 8 weeks going through the video lessons, and then the rest of the time getting active in the membership. That's just one way to do it. You can do it in a different way if you like. You can simultaneously go through lessons and join our calls and be active in our community. So that's up to you. But the program, the main point here is that the program is really flexible. So if you are very busy, you can only dedicate 1 hour on a Saturday to this. That works. If you have a little bit more time, you can dedicate some time to our video lessons and then to our 30-minute calls every Monday. Even better, right? So it works with your schedule. Whatever you have going on is what we will work with. And if you can't make the live calls, they're all recorded too, so you get to re-listen to them later on. And beyond the calls, like I mentioned, we also have a WhatsApp group. So sometimes it's just one message away, right? If you have a quick question that you want to ask me, I'm right there in the WhatsApp group, so you can ask me right away. And then let's see. So what other questions I've been getting about this program? One other question that I think is important to cover is, will I be teaching writing in this program? Will I make you a better writer in this program? And the answer to that is no. This program is not about the what of this craft. This program is about the how of this craft. I'm going to teach you how to pitch. I'm going to make you a better pitcher. so you will come out of this program with writing better pitches for sure, and you'll be able to better formulate your ideas, better tailor your ideas to different publications. But I will not be teaching you how to be a better writer. So if you're looking for that, if you're looking to improve your writer skill, then probably this is not the right program for you. If you're looking to understand how the industry works and to start taking actual steps towards getting published in this industry, then this is a program for you. And sure, I will be giving you feedback on your pitches. So if you're writing a pitch, and this has happened already with our members, if they're writing a pitch and there are some things in that pitch that could be stronger from the craft point of view, then I will definitely comment on that. But it's not the main goal of the program. Again, the main goal of the program is to get you published, to get your ideas and to get your stories out there into the world where they belong. And so we focus a lot on the how, right? We're demystifying the industry. We're looking at different magazines. We're looking at different online publications and how print publications differ from online publications. We're looking at angles, how to have a really strong angle in your pitch. We're looking at what does the pitch look like, right? What do you need to include in your pitch to make it as successful as it can be? We're looking at how do we ask for higher rates when we negotiate with editors and magazines and publications, right? So all of the how questions of being in the industry, that's what we cover, but we don't cover the what. So again, if you're looking for a course or a program to improve your craft, to become a better writer, to develop better writing skills, then this is not the course for you. But if you're looking for a program that will give you support in getting started, actually getting started and building your portfolio and sending your pitches out and starting to work with tourism boards and magazines, then we welcome you and we hope to see you in our program. I see that we have more people joining us. Hi, Ali. So good to see you. Hi, Carrie. So awesome to see everyone here. All right, let's see. I think this is all the questions that I've gotten so far. Let me just let me check here. Let me check if I covered all of the questions. Okay. Oh, one more question that people have been asking is the weekly calls that I mentioned. So the weekly calls inside our membership, the circle. Are these calls structured? Do they have a theme, or are they sort of free-flowing calls? And so the intention of these 30-minute calls every Monday is for us to check in with each other and to say, hey, you're not alone. We are here for you. Whatever questions you have this week, whatever's on your mind this week, let's address that. Whatever opportunity is coming up, we just had this conversation last week with our members where there is a sort of a hot opportunity from a big magazine that got shared recently, and I was encouraging everyone to go ahead and pursue that opportunity and to pitch their ideas. So we talk about that, right? We talk about what's current, what's happening right now this week that we need to pay attention to. And it's a chance for all of us to, again, to check in, to ask questions live, and to understand that our members, they have incredible support in this path. And whatever they're dealing with, be it a logistical question, be it a question about feeling like you're worthy or not worthy, because sometimes these are the kinds of questions that come up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm on this path. Maybe this is not for me. So we support you through that, and we help you remember how amazing you are and how talented you are, and that you absolutely belong in the space, and you have to keep going. So that's what we do on our weekly calls, right? So it has a structure in it, in that I want to, for all of us to check in at the beginning of the week and to have the right mindset for the week. But beyond that, we address whatever is current every week. And then in our monthly calls, in our monthly pitch brainstorming calls, there is a structure there for sure. So we come with ideas. We do it round robin style. So each person who wants to participate shares their idea, and we all give them feedback. And that's the structure for that call as well. And I haven't even mentioned beyond that, because there is another call that we do every month. It's a workshop that I give at the beginning of the month, and that is aimed at continuously developing in this space. So we've done workshops on developing angles, for example. We've done workshops on working with tourism boards. We've done workshops on responsible travel writing and how to be a responsible travel writer and travel journalist. So there is that other call that happens once a month that I haven't even touched here, because it's a lot that we do inside the community. But the main thing, and the main, I guess, message that I want to leave everyone who's watching this or who's going to be watching this later, is that I want you to know that if this is your dream, if you want to work in this industry, there is a way for you to step into a structure that we've built in Travel Media Lab and to make it happen. As simple as that, to make it happen. A lot of our members who've come to us, they never thought that something like this would be possible for them. And now they're being published in amazing publications. They're talking with tourism boards. I think one of them is going to go on a trip this year. So again, it's possible. You can do it. I'm here to guide you. Our whole community is here to support you. Hi, Chris. So good to see you. So you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to try to figure this out alone, but also you don't have to bury your aspirations and your dreams, because you're too busy, or you don't know where to start, or again, you feel like there is no one who can help you. Okay. So this is the main thing I want you guys to think, to understand, is that you are not alone. There is a structure, there is a support that's available. We've built this, it exists, it's amazing. Our members are absolutely amazing human beings. I'm very grateful that I get to work with them every week. And if you want this, you can absolutely take steps to get this. Okay. So I think that's it for me today. And let me see, let me just check all the channels. Like I said, this is the first time that I'm doing this in several different ways. So I'm live streaming on Facebook, on Instagram, in Zoom. So let me just make sure that all the questions that people have, that I've answered them. And we are enrolling until this Sunday, May 22nd. We're enrolling until this Sunday, and you can go to travelmedialab.com/class, and you can see all the details for the program. One more thing that I didn't mention actually is that this is an investment, you guys. This program is an investment for sure. And there is a payment plan for this investment. So if you are, if you'd rather pay monthly, you can do that. There is an option to do that. And I want you to know and to believe that, again, your dreams and your aspirations, they are worth that investment. They are worth that time. They are worth that commitment to this path. And again, 6 months is not that long of a time. People kept asking me, you know, I don't know if I can commit. I don't want to commit to 6 months on this path. Well, you need to commit. You need to commit to this path in general. You know, if you want to see things happen for yourself, commitment is one of the biggest things. You have to stay on the path and stay long enough to see results, because again, nothing happens overnight. Unfortunately, we want things overnight. It just doesn't work like that in many things in life. So you're worth this. You're worth this investment. You're worth this commitment. You're worth this time. And I hope to see you in the program. So again, we're enrolling until Sunday, May 22nd. I hope I answered everybody's questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop me a note. You can drop me a note anywhere you find me. You know how to find me. And thank you so much for coming live and for listening to me. I'll just give it another moment for people to ask their questions if they have them. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us on Instagram. That's really awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching us on Facebook and everyone who joined the actual Zoom call. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and your week. And I hope that you take a bet on yourself and on your dreams, because that's the most important thing that we can do for ourselves in this life. I think, in my opinion, you know, we don't have a lot of spaces in our lives and in our days to do that. But I hope that listening to me today has encouraged you to do that and to take some time for yourself and for your dreams and for what you want to do in life. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and I will see you out there. Hopefully, I'll see you inside our program as well. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.